Welcome back. You're with us on Bazaar Morning Call, and it's time to get down to all the stocks that could be active today. And our research team is standing by with the CNBC-TV18 list of top stocks to watch. Hi, guys. Good morning to all of you. Let's start first with Abhishek, because yesterday we got to know that the liquidity across the system, system-wide, has actually come down quite a bit. Abhishek, tell us more on how it may impact banks.
Banking system liquidity has turned deficit for the first time in FY24. So this is due to the incremental cash reserve requirement or cash reserve ratio, that is ICRR. Introduction by RBI in their previous policy of 10% on the increase in banks' NDTL, that is net demand and time liabilities. So the liquidity was a deficit of about 23,644 crores as of Monday. So based on Monday's data, the MSF window had transaction worth 89,813 crore versus 32,620 crore that was there on Friday. So RBI will review this ICRR either on 8th of September or earlier ahead of the festival season. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Abhishek. Well, let's hop across to Surbi. She's here to tell us about Crompton. Morning, Surbi.
Morning, Nigel. So, Crompton's management met with a lot of investors yesterday, and here are a few key takeaways. Now, they've explained how they've embarked on a new growth-focused strategy. You can expect multiple new initiatives by the management in the medium term. Also, it has identified and now looking to plug crucial gaps in its portfolios, specifically fan, pumps and lights, and they will also be increasing contribution from their smaller categories, which is small and kitchen appliances. Nomura says execution to these initiatives will be crucial for a re-rating. On the back of this, CLSA has upgraded its rating to a buy with a target price of 365, and Nomura has a neutral rating with a target price of 338.
Okay, well, that's one of the stocks that we'll watch out for. Surabhi, thanks very much for that. Now, on to Brightcom, right? I mean, this is a stock which has seen so much controversy over the last many years. SEBI finally came out with an order, and it's, it's a very comprehensive 70-plus page order. Rima is going to tell us more. Rima.
Thanks so much for that. So, in fact, this is SEBI's second interim order on the Brightcom group, and it's quite rare for SEBI to pass two interim orders on one particular company. So, SEBI, based on the prima facie evidence, observations, findings, they found irregularities in the company's preferential allotment. So, based on their findings, they're saying that there is a possibility that BGL, that's the Brightcom group itself, had financed the preferential allotment. They had submitted forged and fabricated account statements to show the receipts of allotment, to show the receipts of application money from allotments. Also, it's not clear, or it's not been completely accounted for how the company has used the proceeds of the preferential allotment, which raises the risk of the possibility of siphoning off of the money from the company, the money which is supposedly have been raised on the preferential allotment. So these are some of the, prima facie observations and finding. Based on that, SEBI has barred the CMD of the company, that's Suresh Kumar Reddy, and the CFO of the company from holding board position in any listed companies. In fact, the CMD, Suresh Reddy, has to also square off all his open positions in the next 3 months. Not just that, certain other investors, which includes market veteran Shankar Sharma, has also been asked that he cannot dispose of shares in Brightcom Group for the next 3 months. The SEBI has directed the company to place this order before the board in the next, 7 days. Back to you.
Okay, all right, got that, Rima. Thanks very much. That's the latest on Brightcom. Let's go across to Surabhi Sutaria. She's also watching out for a couple of names. Which ones are these, Surabhi?
So the first one on my radar is BEML. Now the company has won an order worth 100 crores from Ministry of Defence for supply of command post vehicles. Next is RITES. The company has emerged as the lowest bidder for a project worth over 65 crores by the Railway Board. Now this project is for testing and inspection of rails for Indian Railways for a period of 5 years. Linde India, the company has received a LOA from IOCL for setting up an air separation unit. Now on completion of this unit, it will also operate and maintain the facility for a period of 20 years. The company is expected to fund this capex from internal accruals. And lastly, NetWeb Tech, which is a newly listed company, the 1 month lock-in period ends today. So there will be an additional supply of 20 lakh shares, which is close to 3% of outstanding shares. It listed at a 90% premium, but since then it is down 13%. So you can expect some pressure on that stock as well.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Surbi. Well, Vivek is back with us. Missed him for a couple of days. Vivek, tell us about the block deals. Plenty happening, right?
Well, absolutely. Yesterday you saw a very, very large block deal. Almost 30% equity of SJS Enterprises changed hands. Promoter group entity, Evergraph Holding, they sold almost 29.5% stake out of the total 34.5% stake that they held in the company. But the good part is now there is a lockup till November of 2024 for them to be allowed to do a further sale of shares. Sanders Consulting too, sold another 0.6% stake. But look at the list of buyers, some marquee mutual funds, all of them have picked up significant chunks. Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund picked up 6.8% stake, ICICI Prudential another 6%, Sundaram Mutual Funds under various schemes bought over 3% stake, and HSBC Global Investment Fund picked up over 1.5% stake. The other stock on our radar is TRF. Yesterday was a very sharp mover in the session. Morgan Stanley Asia Singapore PT sold the entire 1.8% stake that they held in the company at 232 rupees a share.
Okay, all right, got that, Vivek. Thank you very much. We'll watch out for all of those stocks. We will also watch out for this slight softness that we have in crude oil prices. Brent is below 84. NYMEX has fallen below 80. Manisha joins in with the latest. Good morning, Manisha.
Morning. Thank you for that, Surbhi. Well, last 4 or 5 trading sessions, we've seen 3.5% go down in case of the crude oil prices. As you said, we're trading below $80 a barrel for the WTI crude prices. The reason for that is the weak Chinese demand and the weak Chinese data that we have seen for the month of July and August come in. Also, there is further U.S. rate hike expectation to contain inflation. All eyes on Jackson Hole meeting on Friday for that. And then apart from that, there also are talks of resuming nearly 450,000 barrels per day via the Iraq-Turkey pipeline. If that comes in, then we are looking at further increase in supplies coming in. In any case, the U.S. production is at a 3-year high, so there are enough supplies coming in from that part of the world as well, keeping the crude oil prices under bearish trend.
All right, got that, Manisha. Thanks very much. So we will watch out for a lot of those stocks as well, both upstream and downstream, and see how they react to this drop in prices. We'll take a quick look at our top 10 list, and the ones that have positive news flow are Crompton, BEML, RITES, Linde India, SJS Enterprises, and TRF. Stocks that have negative news flow around them today are a lot of the banks because of this liquidity deficit in the system, Brightcom, NetWeb Technologies, and ONGC. Quick break on that note. On the other side, Nishal Maheshwari of Centrum Broking will join in for a fundamental stock check. We also get you excerpts from our conversation with Lloyds Metal and Energy MD Rajesh Gupta on the business outlook for the company.